Welcome to Behind the Scenes.
Welcome, fam. Welcome to Behind the Scenes. This is our 16th episode, and I want to give a shout out to Detroit. I want to give a shout out to San Antonio, Texas, fam in San Antonio, Texas, and Tyra Banks got her belt back. She won her championship belt back, and it's all good. And keep up the good work and stay down for your crown. Keep on winning. I want to give a shout out to Mini Bike Legacy. And what's up with it, DJ?
Well, man, it's been a lot going on. You know, we done had the last 4 months of excitement with the election, and now, you know, it's pretty much decided. It's going through the final checks and balances of the American election system right now, and I'm sure that the former president, Donald Trump, is going to be looking into everything to make sure it's legit. Meantime, I've been studying the contract with Black America. And I'll tell you, when I read through it, I said, now that explains our T-shirt. You know, because that's what we got to deal with. We got to deal with the economic inequalities, you know, because it's a big wealth gap, you know, in between the community of the descendants of slaves and everybody else. There's a special.
All right, then. So yeah, you mentioned contract with Black America. That's Ice Cube is like the founder of, you know what I'm saying, established. And yeah, so we are also, you know what I'm saying, on board with it because we have referred to the contract, we read it, and you know, it fits everything that we've been dealing with in the struggle from the time of slavery to this day right here. You know what I'm saying? Basically covered in that contract, and also that contract is to be presented to Biden. Biden, you know what I'm saying, is top of the line now. You know what I'm saying? He done knocked Donald Trump out the box, and so you know what I'm saying. That we're gonna be, you know, trying to, you know, relate to and get at. And,
yeah.
Line.
Mm-hmm. Hey man, according to Ice Cube, when I watched some of the interviews, he said that Biden people dealing with the election committee said that Biden will get with Ice Cube after the election. So right now is the time that we need to confront this, and also is what can we realize in the first 100 days of the new president's inauguration. Okay, what's going to happen in that first 100 days? So we get down to the countdown of the first 100 days, and I'm saying that, man, we already had reparations bill up there with HR 40. So from that study, something had to be the next level, all right? What is the next level from our research on the descendants of African slaves in America from 1619 all the way up to 2019? That's that 400-year period, you know, that people refer to all the time. Now, so we're trying to
let me correct you on that day, because 400 years would be from 1492 to 1865. That would make 370 years. Okay, I did the research on this here. That's why.
Well, I'm glad you looking at
400 years. I believe that had to like start somewhere around 1690.
Yeah. From that's the way I'm counting.
And that's during the time when the slaves, when you were saying the first slaves have arrived. Did you say Virginia?
The Virginia colony.
Right.
Yeah. When they first got there to the Virginia colony, and I know that my ancestors wound up here in Louisiana, and so this was the South, an agricultural community, and I listened to my ancestors, especially my grandmother. On my father's side, I listened to her talk about her parents and her grandparents, and they said, "Okay, I am the children of sharecroppers, and that's how we got this property." All right, so but since that time, property that got lost, and also it happened to many people over a period of time. People who had property lost that property, and the people that was buying property.
People had to abandon. Some people just had to abandon their property and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because of what was going down with the Southern Cavalry and shit.
Yeah. Well, not only that,
trying to enforce and keep slavery going even after people were so-called emancipated.
Yeah. Now, it was several great migrations, black migrations. And it is my opinion that those migrations took place because of pressure, the post-slavery days. All right, Jim Crow, the lack of jobs and opportunity. That all of that contribute to the great migration of black folks all over the United States, other than the South. Okay.
And the Great Depression.
Yeah.
That's what that brought on.
Mm-hmm. So now we are talking about a neo-reconstruction. That's the words that are used in the contract with Black America, and that's all about dealing with reparations and what else, dealing with generational wealth gaps, us going into businesses and things like that, so we can try to keep our dollar circulating in our community. So that's why I'm encouraging people who, whatever kind of skill you got, try it out and see if you can start you a business with that, because that's how we're going to get that. If we can get the dollar to turn over in our neighborhood 7 times, then boom, that will be a change. Because right now we got somebody working and they might share their dollar with their family members, and then past that, then they're immediately going out to buy something in the general marketplace, where that is really dominated by our competitors. Okay, so we got to be competitive. That's what I'm encouraging. Be competitive, try it out, start small, whatever.
Yeah, well, as far as being competitive, we don't. When it comes down to business, you don't have no choice. You know what I'm saying? Competition is there. They'll always be there. And we just want to be in the race, you know what I'm saying, to be able to compete, get position, you know what I'm saying, to own and operate, you know what I'm saying, our business, as a mass of people, you know what I'm saying, our own thing, because we qualified. We got right now, we have a sister, you know what I'm saying, as vice president. She's the highest paying. She got the second highest paying position in the United States. And we once had a brother that was getting that had the highest paid position, Obama. You know what I'm saying? So it's we proved that, you know what I'm saying, we qualify to hey, run our own government.
Yeah, and
that's just in this day and time.
Yeah. You know, but I would like to point out though,
Mississippi and with the Black Wall Street, you know.
Yeah, you know, and that got slaughtered. You know, I mean, that's what you call really a criminal activity right there, man. That really brought our people down from Black Wall Street and in the early parts of our history.
Well, compensation, you know what I'm saying, HR 40, you know, that's dealing with the compensation of reparation. And I did some research, and it's like the difference between the average wage paid to non-blacks and the expenditure for expense paid for slaves, just clothing and housing. This added to 1.4 trillion. That was in 1985. I'm speaking of compensation, what they, you know what I'm saying, they need to be paying us.
Yeah.
And none estimated between $5 and $8 trillion with 5% assumed interest, compensation for market value or slavery. Confederate Senator Judith Benjamin, he estimated the market value of slaves to be $40 billion in 1860. Compounded to 2019, that would equal to 9.3 trillion with 5% assumed interest.
Yeah.
Compensation is you know what I'm saying, is really is if they hit, you know, hey.
Yeah, you know, matter of fact, the contract with Black America, it addresses that, and it also gives consideration if a lot of this money was coming from the government, that it wouldn't be necessary for the government to give it to us all at one time, because that right there could, you know, create a problem with inflation and stuff like that. Plus,
they should have been paying money back. It wouldn't be such a, you know what I'm saying, such a large amount if they'd have been, you know, being you know, justice in dealing with us. It wouldn't even be that big of a number.
Yeah, but since it is, then we have to take in consideration on how that impacts the U.S. economy, you know, the economy of America. At the same time, this is the reason why we have this show, is because part of our responsibility, the responsibility of Black America, is get prepared for opportunity. So if you're not training your mind and studying economics, then all that wealth can soon disappear. I mean, we done heard stories of athletes, you know, football players and whatnot, after the 3 years after they finished their lucrative career in the NFL or whatever, that now they're facing bankruptcy or going broke or something like that, you know. So
bad business deals. Yeah.
Not only that, it's like, I think what it is like all of a sudden people get some wealth and they think this is gonna last forever. All right, money depreciate, you know, in some ways. So you got depreciation. You got well, it is depreciation. Anytime you got if you got $1,000, oh, we already had our 15 minutes.
But what I'm, since the voting is, almost ended and everything like that. So now, that Biden, is the president. It's time to show and tell on, the effects of this voting, because our people is who dominated getting him in office. From Detroit, Chicago, Atlanta, Philadelphia, all the places right there, people who voted for him to get in office, okay? So he owed us, from his word, for whatever he's saying he's gonna stand up for, Yeah, it's gonna be time for him to give us our props and our respect.
Well, the reason why I think our show is so important is because whatever he's proposing is probably incomplete. So somebody needs to review whatever that proposition is and say, okay, it's incomplete. This and that need to be added in order for us to come out okay. And also we need some checks and balances on the policies of civil servants and police departments and policies governing that. Okay, we need political reforms, and that's also addressed in the contract with Black America, and so here I am, I'm repeating that, and I think it's very important today because, I'm looking at my life, and I'm trying to figure out when I ever been operating under this pressure. Never. All right, I've been under pressure all my life, all right, with the concentration of police in our neighborhoods and go down the street, going to work and everything like that, get stopped by the police. You ain't did nothing wrong, you're just trying to make it to work, and there's a busted tail light on your car, so you're gonna get a fine. Lost wages because now you're late. The police, you want to go through all the checks and the balances, hang you up for about 30 minutes or an hour or so. You know what I'm saying? So you're losing wages. So that's part of this reparation talk. We need to give consideration of what this criminal justice system has done to our community to drain the wealth. It's been part of the system that drained the wealth from our community. And I expressed that to some people locally, and they agree.
Yeah, of course they agree. I mean, because it's the truth and it's the real. And just, we have researched for Black America, we have researched it. That's why we're able to, speak on some issues in it, and, and point out, and not only that, is the how that's drafted up. Hey, that's been we've been speaking on this same, issue for, this is our 16th show. I think all through our shows, we've been dealing with Black Lives Matter, actually, So it all fits in and come together, have that package, that I, got, created here. And, it fits right in with our philosophy, our insight.
And our life experiences. And I'm happy that Ice Cube took the time out of his busy schedule to address the needs of our community and gather together the best minds possible to help to draft up this document. So I say to the people who dispute this document, all right, please provide a document that I can review of yours, without paying for it. I mean, he didn't charge me nothing to review this document. It was not something I had to pay for. It's wide open, available to the public. You know, you can read the short version of the contract with Black America and the 22-page version. And he said that this is a work in progress. And I hope that work in progress include what is in the contract with Black America, dealing with reparations again. But this time we're talking about the entertainment industry reform and reparation. And so I would like to say to my audience, please like our show. Leave your comment. Why? Why leave your comment? Because when you go public with your opinion, that's how the mayor, the governor, or the president of this United States of America, regardless of whoever it is, all right, can see your comments and you are making your voice known publicly. We cannot hide at home in the closet anymore. We can't hide in our basements, and a lot of us, you know, ain't got no basements. You know, that's Donald Trump.
It was hide without a basement. But we want your likes, we want your dislikes. You know what I'm saying? Because even with the dislikes, you know what I'm saying, that's showing us another perspective of something, and we open for that. So yeah, we want you to subscribe. We want you to comment. Because it's not only about us, this is a business, you know what I'm saying? And we want participants. We want our people to participate in each other's, you know what I'm saying, endeavors in business. You know what I'm saying? Have each other's back. That's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what we try to do. The level in our existence in this world, we trying to get to that level, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, subscribe, like, dislike, and you know what I'm saying, join in on the team with us.
Yeah, subscribe to us. Now, when you do that, then that helps me to know who you are, you know, and it helps us communicate better. And one thing I want to say about the entertainment industry reform that's highlighted in the contract with Black America is that the only way that we can have broader participation of all Americans is for individual film companies to come together and try to put things together. And that way, then we're showing, you know, what this community do and what that community do. And we're not so much narrow, you know, refined to the corporate type images that's being produced and sponsored by corporate industry. In other words, we can get down to the community level with shows like ours. And that's why it's so important that you participate, because this is not our show, it is our show, your show. This is what unity is when it becomes our show. That's unity, man. So we need it in television, we need it in music. And if you was making toilet paper, we could get unified on that by buying some of your toilet paper. So if that's your expertise, making toilet paper, then make that. Maybe it's another industry that is in demand right now, like Tupperware. All right, if a Black industry go into that, we can get unified behind that and support your company.
And I just want to say, for all the queens and sisters, you know what I'm saying, I just happened to see, you know what I'm saying, a video on YouTube. Matter of fact, it was dealing with Ice Cube, and he was, you know what I'm saying, kicking it with some, you know, females. And, you know, they got at him with like, you know, where we fit in, you know, woo, woo, woo. And I'm like, wow. You know, sisters, y'all got to know, Black have always been the backbone to the Black man from the time of slavery to right now. You guys should not have to question any moves that we make as men. Y'all are automatically, you know what I'm saying, is a part of it. And the only reason that that the sisters was questioning where they fit in at, you know what I'm saying, is because, you know, they've been indoctrinated, you know what I'm saying, to work against us and not to work with us. And that shit is so deep instilled into them to right now, you know what I'm saying, if they black man making a move, they trying to figure out where they fit in at.
Hey, man, I want you know we done went over our 15 minutes. Now we need to take our break. We're gonna come back and we're gonna get a little bit deeper into that because I have some thoughts I would like to share. But we try to keep our show from going too long. So we're gonna take our break, regroup, come right back. And I want to thank you very much for watching Behind the Scenes, episode 16, where we're discussing the contract with Black America.
See you in 2 minutes, 2 seconds.
Welcome to Behind the Scenes.
Welcome. We back for our second part of our show. Like I told you, 2 minutes and 2 seconds. All right, back again. What's up, DJ?
Oh, man, look, I just want to say that a lot of issues are addressed in this document that Ice Cube and some very smart people put together. The contract with Black America, and especially I paid attention to the Black responsibility. All right. And right there, if we just say as men, being responsible, being a good parent, or sharing in the parenting responsibilities, right? That is a benefit to the women. Now, because I say, when we think of economics, then we say, okay, if you talk about cash capital, but there's another capital, which is educational capital, your time capital. You know, so like when you sharing the responsibilities of your children or whatever there, and you participate, then that's like another type of equity. All right, that might be something that you don't have to pay somebody else to do. All right, so there's equity in having good Black men who are facing the responsibilities of manhood. You know, and so I want to impress that on the ladies and say, you benefit. You benefit if a man is able to make a decent living, you benefit because he can contribute, all right? Even if you're not together after a while, get a divorce, if he's still able to make it, you still benefit. So part of the Black responsibility is to know that, you know, we can get out here to make it, and that you got to face your responsibility. That's part of being a man.
Do that. So that's a good point, because you know that's any man that bear children in the world should, that's your seed, that's the extension of you. So I mean that should come on, and that's we should all want that. Man and woman, and that's because that's what makes the world. That's what make other people, in the world. That's what builds our world. We get growth in our world.
Yeah, and so like part of that goes right back to political reforms. All right, because recently on the news right here locally and in my area in Shreveport, Louisiana. Now, this person just happened to not be Black, all right, but here's the situation. They got a speeding ticket, and they wasn't able to pay it because of a technical problem with that particular district where that ticket needs to be paid. And so a license got suspended. All right. So there it is. You know, certain jobs that a person may get may require them to have a license. So even if it was your fault or not your fault and your license gets suspended because of excess police force being concentrated in your neighborhood, all right, or that broken tail light, you know, you might have forgot to pay the doggone fine or get the tail light fixed. The next thing you know, it went into warrant or whatever. And so that right there could hurt the family. So I'm just saying, we need to be responsible, and we need the government to take their foot off our back. That's the way I like to put it, because that's what they've been doing. They've been holding us down with pressure. All right, so we got to get them to take the pressure off, and we also got to handle our responsibility, because life goes on. America's going to keep on swinging, and that's what we are. We here to keep on rocking this show and whatever else we want to do.
Yeah, well, in order, you know what I'm saying, to keep up with the, you know, when you speak on political reform, yeah, that's, you know, that's going to take the people, you know what I'm saying, wanting to, you know, have this knowledge, have this information, know who a senator is, know who a councilman is, you know what I'm saying, know about these people, you know what I'm saying, have it, you know, the change got to come to now to where got to be able to, you know what I'm saying, have access to these people. We don't have access to these people, you know, but yet they want us to vote for them. They want us to vote them in office, you know what I'm saying, and vote on their laws that when they, you know, when we do vote, we vote for laws, yes, but every time we vote, the laws that we vote in work against us.
Well, that's why we need checks and balances. And you know what? This is what I want to say to my audience. Thank you for watching. But most importantly, we can, you know, opportunity. I'm telling you, it's a billion different type of opportunities out there. And there's probably a million different opportunities in film alone. All right. Here's the opportunity right here. Let me just show you this little flyer here of the politics that was going on. Now, I received this after over 75% of the votes have already been cast. And matter of fact, even the local news started talking about what's on the ballot after 75% of the votes have already been cast. Yeah. All right, so what can we do that the big boys can't do? We can help monitor these things. You talk about police reform. All right, you need an independent review board. Who is going to do that? All right, and let me tell you, it is a dangerous job, because all those police got guns. You know, I might be the independent review board. I ain't got no gun. I don't even have a legal right to be shooting no police, so I can't do that. I got to get all kind of legal measures to get the police to act right. I have to get all these elected officials here. I have to convince them to talk to the police so the police will act right. All right, because I can't make them. All right, you know, they got the guns. I ain't got no gun. I can't. You know, I don't have the law. They got the law. So the law got to be corrected, and we got to get these politicians to make sure the corrections are made. Just because the vote is in and people are celebrating today, all right, it's going to be another 4 years. Are you going to relax for the next 4 years? That's what's wrong.
That's what's been happening. That's what's been going down. People been getting lax with everything they come at us with. You know what I'm saying? We seem like we accept it and you just get relaxed and we just deal with it. And that's bad. We gotta change that. We gotta get involved. We gotta push the line on whatever a politician bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? We gotta push the line on him, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that he do that. He follow through on that. You know what I'm saying? Don't just put it out there and then just think you're gonna have it lingering, and while you steady making money, getting paid, you know what I'm saying, and the people will still, you know what I'm saying, being unjustly treated, you know. So
well, I'm telling you, Shreveport, Louisiana is not exempt from these problems neither. We got our problems that we trying to deal with, and big lawsuits are coming about, and we got a mayor. He got a very good resume. He's a real smart guy. Looks real nice too. So yeah. So he got in there. He got in there in about 2 years in there. He want to run for another office. All right. So he didn't win. But while this is going on, he's getting ready to move on. All right. He's talking about, or the city council is talking about raising property taxes, to pay for police. I'm not convinced the police are doing a very good job right now. I mean, they could do better before they get a raise. So, I want to push the line wherever that line needs to be pushed. All right. So it's like, okay, during this COVID-19 stuff right here, they bailed out industries. Wait a minute. That could be another show. How much money was given to these industries? I mean, we could break it down several different ways, right? And try to figure out how much money was given to these big businesses while, they gave us a little something.
All businesses to fold it up.
Yeah, but the little small entrepreneurs, a lot of these things, I mean, loan programs is cool, all right, but I think we need some more like tax breaks and grants. Yeah, right now, because a loan in a bad business climate could be a very bad thing.
Just like, of course. That's why you can't even talk about no loans.
Yeah,
about grants.
Yeah, we need grants and tax breaks. Okay, because what I wanted to show you is like, all right, I wanted to print out part of the show. All right, who eats when we are successful? I'm getting ready to print something. All right, the ink company eat. All right, I gotta print it on paper. The paper company eat. Right, then this is tax. So if I buy locally, the city government eats, the state government eats, the federal government eats. All right, and this is just one product that a small business might be dealing with. What about when we get ready to mass produce something? All right, that's tax. Who eats again? Government eats again. They eating faster and more often than us. That's what's happening here, man. Y'all getting paid, and we sitting up here with the bill. All right, trying to get our investments back.
That's true. That's what's been happening, and that's how this capitalistic government, been working. Try to blow it up like it's such a, a good way of governing people. They put a twist on it that it don't seem out to be. Beneficial to nobody but a certain party of people. And we know we're not in that party. So therefore, I don't know. We gotta flip it.
Yeah, we gotta flip it and stay at it, man, because I'm telling you, to me, when I look at business opportunity, I think it's exciting. That's what makes life interesting. You know, I mean, a lot of people get interested in a lot of things, and excited about a lot of things, but I get excited about the concept that I may become a winner, and as a winner, then I can build and then get back to the thing that I created a long time ago, and me and Goldie been on this page for years and years, way before this, building more jobs. Right now, we're doing volunteer jobs. You ain't got to pay us to try to be a person who participates in America and understand freedom of speech and participate in the activity of freedom of speech. You don't have to pay me to do that. This is something that I do, and when I do it, I want it to benefit people, not just me, but other people. I want to give you some encouraging news. I want to give you some facts, and I want you to be motivated. I try to do that with my music. I try to do that with behind the scenes.
Yes, sir. And that's about what's up. And so this, you know, we getting on with. I don't know. I just can't wait to see, you know, after the results of this election. And Donald Trump, man, he's going out backwards, man. And I think he's gonna have some man, because, you know, he's already deep in debt as it is. That being president kind of sort of bailed him out, helped him out, you know what I'm saying, financially. Then he was able to get all his family, you know what I'm saying, positions and stuff like that. So, but without that president's job, man, dude is gonna have problems, man.
All right, but all I'm gonna say,
he done decided all his, you know what I'm saying, he didn't decide all his white supremacist people, got them, you know what I'm saying, all fired up and everything. And now, you know what I'm saying, go out the back door. And so where that gonna leave these idiots?
well, all I'm gonna say about Donald Trump, man, he's like a wild card, and that's what you call white privilege. You know, he might be able to come through his next bankruptcy in flying colors, you know, after a while, after he get back, you know, bounce back and everything. Like, so I'm really not worried about him. He probably got thousands of opportunities available to him to try to stay afloat.
That's what he don't got.
All right.
That's what he don't got.
Well, I don't have any information on that. I'm speculating that he do.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about Donald Trump. I just hope he makes a cool transition out of the White House like all previous presidents.
Right. But they might have a problem even on that issue right there, getting him up out of there, man, because he really want to be a fucking type of person. If he could, y'all couldn't get him up out of there, man.
Well, I think we covered that. I think we covered that in another show. I said somewhere, you know, that's self-responsibility. Yeah? You got to self-educate. Educate yourself. So you know the difference between a free enterprise system, a free nation, a dictatorship, a socialist government. You got to know the difference between these formats of kings and queens, so you realize that you are in a democracy. You got to have those comparisons, man.
So we've been learning about all that different shit. We need to know about the king and the queen, you know what I'm saying, dominated, you know what I'm saying, existence. That's what we need to know about, you know what I'm saying?
No. All right, let me throw the curveball up in there. Woo! We are descendants of kings and queens.
Straight like that.
Today is our day to build our kingdom where you at. Okay, I'm going to tell you something. My interpretation of Grambling State University in this 4-year degree of Bachelor of Science that I got from them basically gave me one type of understanding. Drop your buckets where you at. Where you gonna get down? Where you at? You know what I'm saying? Where you at? Where's your castle at? Where you at? You know, no matter how big or small, you ain't gotta be. We gotta need to get out of bling bling. You know what I'm saying? And get down to the real necessities and understand what you can economically handle. And what you can economically handle, that's your castle. Right there, man, I'm telling you. No, it don't make no difference what kind of house you got, man. You feel me? No, you gotta be able to handle it.
Yes, sir. About what's up. So.
Well, anyway, I just hope we've been very encouraging to people. And all we're gonna say is don't relax because your candidate has won, because the political and the economic imbalances in our communities have persisted through Republican administration and Democratic situations. Black Lives Matter issue happened before this year. It's been going on since the 60s, you know. So, I mean, they call it the Civil Rights Movement then, all right? And then here come Trayvon Martin and other catastrophes like that even happened under the Obama administration. So what I'm just trying to say is we cannot relax because we have a vice president of color in there now. We need to make sure that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris understand that criminal justice reform, it needs to be a reality as quickly as possible.
And Joe Biden needs to show that he's willing, you know what I'm saying, to make up for the wrong that he did, you know what I'm saying, with the crime bill back in 1994, you know what I'm saying, when, you know, all us blacks was getting put in prison and everything else, you know. And it's been, you know, this fact has been, you know what I'm saying, brought to the attention of the people. And hey, so we need to show some reversal on that and some remorse.
Yes. Matter of fact, forgiveness and repentance is something that is an action. It's not words. All right. Okay. Now you can say you are remorsed about something, or you sad about something, or I'm sorry about something, but without changing, you haven't showed any true signs of repentance. Okay. So you know, I would just say, you know, we must see actual results, not words, not speeches, all right, action.
For sure. That's what we want. That's what we've been pushing the line for, and we got to have it.
And I would like to say to my local mayor, if you can weigh in on this subject, please express yourself, man, because I don't know where you're coming from. I know you're a good person and all of that, but I basically don't know where you come from. And I'll tell you, man, you know, the conditions of our neighborhood need improvement. And you know, if I was able to get grants, the improvement would be into my business, and it got a huge startup cost. It ain't gonna be cheap to start a film and music business. All right, it's not cheap, man. I'm telling you. So, you know, get that cheap thing out of your mind. You know, we got to be able to go for that $1 million industry that film and making movies is about. You know, and I want to complain, all right, about some of these contracts that these people are offering you with all these beautiful words and everything. And at the end of the year, you get 4 cents. I don't want to call out their names. All right, you go through a whole year of dealing with these people, providing your music and stuff to them and their websites and stuff like that, and only make $25 a year. I need to complain.
What capitalism do?
Yeah, all right. I'm just saying my wages need to be increased.
Increasing the economy, and you know what I'm saying, we're gonna have to change from, you know, we've been indoctrinated to believe in what they say is going on now, you know what I'm saying, with the democracy and the capitalism and all this shit right here, but it's never really working for us as a whole.
But let me say something to you, all right? You got to start somewhere. This is our first and greatest design t-shirt right here.
Right, money and Black Lives Matter.
This is, hey, look, Ice Cube had the contract with Black America, man. But before it got so visibly and publicly aware, I had already did a song on this. And I'm gonna play the dub in the background, you know what I'm saying? I did two versions. The explicit version I haven't even released. I plan on releasing the explicit version on my next album I'm working on for the new year. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna bring it in hard. Yeah. Well, hard and party hard too, because we're gonna push for success. All right. So I just want to say that we've been on the same tip as Ice Cube and other people who's voicing their opinions. And look, we all got to make it. When you talk about reparation, if it don't get to me, it's incomplete.
Money and Black Lives Matter. This is our t-shirts. Rock our Money and Black Lives Matter t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what this is all about. And you know, as you can see, we have them with the quarter sleeve. It's the quarter sleeve, you know, as well as the short sleeve and long sleeves also. And our colors, you know, you can see that's the green, this the blue. We got also with the red and white, and we have the solid colors also, black, red, you know, and a couple of other different colors too. So you know what I'm saying? Rock these Money and Black Lives Matter t-shirts. You know what I'm saying?
Now I specialize in the white and black t-shirts, and I have two sizes, extra large and double X. All right, so we're gonna be expanding our inventory as time goes by. But leave your comments, let us know what you think about our products and our services. And if you really want a t-shirt, let us know. We'll try to get back with you.
Subscribe, like, dislike. You know what I'm saying? Comment. You know, because we want the participation in the teamwork. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about, you know what I'm saying, the unity of the people. You know, especially our black men, our black brothers, our black boys. You know what I'm saying? We got to come together, you know what I'm saying, really strong, because if you really look at the situation, we have been the bottom of the totem pole. We the one be getting the bulk of all the madness, you know what I'm saying, that's been going on with this racism, you know what I'm saying, facing prisons, the graveyard. You know, we the ones who've been feeling the bulk of this existence, you know, and so, you know, that's why we as black men, black boys, black brothers, you know what I'm saying, we got to come unite, you know what I'm saying, for this right cause, you know what I'm saying, we've been peaceful, you know what I'm saying, and that's not because it's really in our nature to be peaceful people, you know, from our nature, but besides that, you know, we got to unite, try to fight together.
Yes, I want to thank you very much. And I want to thank all of my fans on Number One Music. Thank you for writing me, sharing my music, and playing my music. I really appreciate that. Man, y'all inspire me so much. That's one reason why I'm going to keep on making new music, man. And I got something coming for you at the end of the year. So y'all just hang on there, in there with me. And I'll be bringing you some new music. Meantime, me and my design team, Goldee, the man, what's the plan? You know what I'm saying? We'll steadily be coming at you with our, products and our services. Thank you very much for watching. And whatever you do, please don't drive drunk.
And I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope, you got something out of our discussion that you could take, and grow on and grow with. And I want to say thank you for watching our show. And, keep on participating. Stay tuned, for our next one. And peace to the world.
Peace. And good night.
Down for my